Revision of paper 3, samkhya. Donc, proves that there are plurality of selves. That is, there are many selves, many souls, many atma, right? So, samkhya say que il y a beaucoup atma. It's not that there is only one atma, but we have many, plural. For example, a person who might be sick, the other person is not sick. A person is blind, the other person is deaf. Someone has a particular disease, the other one does not have the disease. So we are all different. So it means that as per Samkhya, it means that there are different selves, ou bien there are plurality of selves. Donc, on va expliquer dans l'autre façon aussi que there are the free gunas, no? So, at a particular time, one gun is predominating in one person. At the same time, in the second person, he has another gun predominating. We don't have the same gun predominating at the same time in all people, right? Someone might be lazy at a time, the other person is very energetic. So it means that there are plurality, there is plurality of selves. This is about the evolution of the world, comment the Purush and the Prakriti, they do creation, how they cooperate, they do creation, and this is the order of creation. The first thing created by Purush and Prakriti is Mahat. Mahat means the mind, what we call the Buddhi. Then we have the Ahankar. We have the Ahankar. Ahankar maintenant lit, il y en a différents creations. The mind, the organs of knowledge, qu'on appelle the Gyanendriya. We have the touch, color, sound, smell, taste. You have the organ of action. Then we have the Tejas, the Rajas, the Bhutadi, the 5 subtle elements, the 5 gross elements were created. Right? C'est ça qu'on appelle the 25 categories. Now, Samkhya believes in the theory of knowledge. How to get liberation as per Samkhya is through knowledge. That is the Jnana Yoga. So there are 3 types of knowledge as per the Samkhya system. These 3 types of knowledge help us to get moksha. Premier, perception. Perception est divisé en 2. Intermediate et determinate. Intermediate, say, which some people, babies, for example, babies or dumb person, cannot communicate to other people by means of words and sentences. Deuxième, determinate, that which can be expressed through words, through a proposition, through a sentence. Let's say you are seeing a cow, you say this is a cow. So this is one type of knowledge which we call perception. The second type of knowledge is inference. Inference is what we get to know, what we perceive, what we get to know. The knowledge of an object that is not perceived. For them, on trouve knowledge là au connu, right? Through the senses. Third type of knowledge is the testimony. That is Shabda. C'est plutôt scriptures where we come to learn things. So you see here it's written, it is not necessary to have a detailed knowledge of the Samkhya, epistemology, that is about the knowledge, that is the theory of knowledge. But en détail, il n'est pas important, but you have to know the three types of knowledge: perception, inference, and testimony. About bondage and liberation, there are three kinds of pain: adhyatmic pain, the internal one; the adhibhautic pain, the external one; and the adhidevik, the supernatural pain. And the aim of samkhya system is liberation from these three types of pain, right? And why do we suffer? Why are we in this pain? Is because of ignorance, as per the samkhya system. So we have to remove the ignorance from us by using, by learning, by practicing gyan, by learning, right? And we have to remove the ego. Nothing is ours. We always say I, mine, but nothing is ours. We have the two types of mukti, jivan mukti and videha mukti. Now, the problem of God in samkhya. When we say God, means que samkhya lipa believe in the existence of a God. That is, samkhya is atheist. Au fait, samkhya was not atheist au commencement. Later, with time, l'in un système qui lui dit à pain à God. Qui fait ça, c'est because of the Charvak. The Charvak, c'est because of materialism. So today, Samkhya dit que there is a problem here that God does not exist. We can't prove the existence of God. So here it says God or Brahman cannot be the cause of the world because God is said to be eternal. So what is unchanging, what is eternal, cannot create. Si un affaire est eternal, veut dire est unchanging. And un affaire qui est unchanging, ça veut dire qu'il n'y a pas qu'à amener changement dans lui, donc il n'y a pas qu'à create. So we can't call that special soul God. So we say that God controls everything, God controls Prakriti, etc. What pushed God to control Prakriti and thereby the world? So this cannot be the wish of God because he is a perfect being. Si nous croyons dans God, nous pouvons dire God is perfect. But we can't really say he is God because he is controlling. Right? He is controlling. So the one who controls is not. Controls means he impose. It is said that souls are part of God. Had it been the case, then we would have divine powers. But we don't have divine powers. You and me, we don't have divine powers. So we are not God as per Samkhya system. And so God does not exist.